All right, welcome back. Today, we're diving straight into a really tense personal story. It's about an immigrant's arrest, a split-second decision, one of those choices that changes your entire life. This story really pulls back the curtain on the cold, hard reality of the system, but also, and this is the amazing part, the surprising moments of humanity you can find inside of it.
So the story kicks off right at that gut-wrenching moment. You heard the quote, and then I learned what it means to lose consciousness. That's the feeling, right? That feeling when the floor just drops out from under you and you realize, okay, everything is about to change. Okay, so here we go. We're inside a police station, and that initial shock, that panic, it's starting to wear off. And what's left is, well, it's the cold, hard reality of the situation.
So, our narrator gets brought to the South Hall police station. Why? He was caught with some fake documents. And you'd think that's bad enough, right? But then comes the search, and what they find? Well, it just digs the hole he's in even deeper.
And this is where things just escalate fast. It's not just a fake immigration paper. I mean, that's already a huge problem. But then they find a bank card, and it's not his. It's got someone else's name on it. Suddenly, this isn't just about a fake document. It starts to look like he's living a completely fabricated life.
So, look, the situation is looking pretty grim, right? He's under arrest, he's got fake documents, he's facing deportation. It feels like game over. But then, there's this tiny little glimmer of hope. A phone call to his lawyer, and the word bail comes up. It's not a guarantee, not even close, but it means this isn't an immediate dead end. There's a chance, just maybe, he could get out of that cell.
Right. So that small bit of hope, the chance of getting bail, it leads directly to this next moment. The police have one simple, crucial request, but it's for the one thing that could either save him or doom him.
And the question is simple. Where is your passport? You see, to process anything, especially bail, they need his official ID. So they let him make a phone call. Not to his lawyer this time, but to a friend, Tanya. And the request is just as simple. Please bring me my passport. But what Tanya says next is just shocking. She flat out refuses. She says no, because she sees the bigger picture, something he can't see in his panic. Handing over that passport, that's it. That's a one-way ticket to deportation and a story. So instead, she gives him this completely wild, life-altering piece of advice.
So now he's stuck, right? He's got two options, and frankly, they both stink. Option A, get the passport, get deported for sure. Option B, take this asylum idea and step into a completely unknown future. This is it. This is the point of no return.
So he hangs up the phone with Tanya, turns to the officer, takes a breath, and just says it. I want to ask for asylum. And bam, in that 1 second, with those 5 words, he set a process in motion that he absolutely cannot take back. There is no undo button here.
And you'd think this would be a big dramatic moment, but for the officer, it's just another day at the office. He's totally calm, he just picks up the phone, calls the immigration service, and the whole bureaucratic machine just kicks into gear. A formal interview is scheduled, they get him a lawyer, they find an interpreter. His desperate personal plea has just become a case file.
All right, now we're in the interview room, and this is serious. There's a tape recorder on the table, it's running, the officer is there, his lawyer, an interpreter, and they are all just staring at him, waiting. He has to come up with a story, right here, right now, to justify this asylum claim, a story he's got to invent on the spot. And get this, even his own interpreter, the person who's supposed to be his voice, leans over and whispers a warning to him. She's basically saying, don't do this. Just tell the truth, go home. If you lie, they'll just lock you up for 6 months and feed you bananas. But he's in too deep. It's way too late to back out now. So he launches into his story. It's this whole fabricated tale he thinks sounds legit. He says he was born in Kazakhstan back in the Soviet era. Then the USSR collapsed, family moved to Ukraine. Oh, and he couldn't get a birth certificate from Kazakhstan, so he's basically been wandering the world as a stateless person. And for the grand finale, he says he snuck into the UK in the back of a truck. You know, he thinks he's checked all the boxes for a convincing story.
But here's the thing. There's a huge, fatal flaw in his story. And the immigration officer, who's probably heard 1,000 stories just like it, spots it immediately. And what this officer does next? Well, it's something absolutely no one could have seen coming. The officer just reaches over and stops the tape recorder. And he calmly explains, look, your story about being stateless, that's not what political asylum is for. He makes it clear, asylum isn't for people who don't have a country. It's for people who do have a country, but can't go back because they're in real, credible, life-threatening danger. And then, in this just completely unexpected moment of, I don't know, grace, the officer takes out both cassette tapes from the recorder, the tapes with the entire lie on them. He puts them aside, and he inserts 2 brand new blank cassettes. He's giving him a do-over, a second chance, a chance to start again and tell a completely different story. And that's where we leave it, with this huge question hanging in the air. So imagine it's you. There's a blank tape in the machine. You've just been given a completely unexpected second chance at freedom. The entire weight of your future rests on what you say next. Now, what would you say? It's a moment that really shows you the immense pressure and the human stakes that are always, always at the heart of these big, faceless systems.